the meaning still the same, or maybe it has changed?
Yeah, it's still the same. I win always naturally, and then one heart connected to it. You see me?
I see.
Yeah.
So are you still winning naturally, or now you have to win artificially?
Yeah, man. It's still the same. We are winning naturally. People see the struggle. They see the hustle. They see that whatever we are putting in, at least we are making some progress. So I would say that, the name still stands.
I see. And now there is also the addition of Suhini. Suhini is more political in Ghana. In Ghana, when you mention Suhini,
I know.
Many people are likely to think politics. Why is Iwan about to be MP for Balli Bamboy or something?
Oh no, Suhini. Suhini happens to be a name of another popular politician, but within where I come from, it's a traditional name that a lot of people own, or like a lot of people have. So I'm not trying to be I'm a politician. Yeah, I'm a politician.
In what terms? Because even today you are dressed like a politician.
Yeah. In terms of music, because some of our music contents are political. You know, we have political content. Like I have song on corruption. I have song on Dumso. I have songs on quite certain things that don't go well in the society. You know, we put it in musical context. So I would say we are also playing politics in that form, because we are speaking for the people. You know, people who don't have that voice, we are their voices. So I would say musicians too play a part when it comes in terms of politics.
I see. Before you joined us, we were having a conversation, and I wish to get your opinion on it. The fact that a musical concert in somewhere Bogoso, instead of the event promoters bailing artists to come perform, they've taken socialites and here Kuapin Polo in perspective. We think it is a danger to the industry and to artists. I don't know what you would also say to this.
Yeah, of course. Artists need to be involved, because I heard one panelist say it's music they're going to play. And then if you're going to play music and it's the same artist that did those musics, I think it's wise enough to invite at least one or two. But when it doesn't go that way, for me, we have various reasons. One reason is the artists not being able to extend their wings to those parts of
the
regions. You know, sometimes they feel is not even the hype no day there. So why would I go to this side and this side and this side and go and hustle? But from my experience, that is where you even make money, because you know, over the years, I do tour a lot. Most of the shows that I do in Accra, compared to the ones that I do in those hinterlands or countryside, I get more income from those sites, because one, if there's an event in Bogoso on a Saturday.
Have you performed there before?
Yes.
Good.
On a Saturday, it will be that only event. Like if there's an event in Accra on a Saturday, you find that there's another 10 events around.
Yeah, that's true.
So the advantage in those hinterland is when you go there, you are able to get crowd. When you do your promo well, all the town will come out, because probably that Saturday is only one show. But the promoters also have their side to say when it comes to inviting some of the popular stars over there. Yeah, so all in all, Sammy, what I would say is some of us don't want to go there. That's why some of the promoters they look at elsewhere to use certain celebrities who are willing to come for their business. So I wouldn't blame the promoter who did that show so much for not putting an artist. You know, probably he tried to reach out to some of the artists, and then
they were slow.
Yeah, they were slow. Yeah, looking
now,
at
a section of the discussion blamed artists that sometimes you guys are also difficult to deal with. Maybe he wants Iwan. Iwan would say, I'm coming with an entourage of about 5 people, different hotels, do this in my room, do it, like so many complications, making the promoters run away to the socialites. Can you have a share as an artist? Can you guys have a share of the blame?
Yeah, and then part of the blame too is on the promoters. Any artist who is scared to go to the hinterlands is because he's been there before, and probably the promoters, most of the promoters around there, they like duping artists. Yeah. After
do you have any experience like that?
Yes.
Which
most time. Oh. A lot.
Which town was that?
I remember we went to Nkwanta. Nkwanta.
That is BA.
Around the Volta, it is around the Volta line, going to North Volta.
Okay.
In Nkwanta, Dambai.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That side, to Tukbasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
OT region. Okay.
Yeah. So we went around there for a show, and then, trust me, Sammy, before we'll get to the town, the same promoter printed 2 tickets, original and then the fake. And then
how do you know the same promoter did that?
Oh, in the end we caught him, you understand, because the person who was at the venue, the person selling the fake ticket was just near the gate, and then the one with the real ticket was, at the door. So when you come, because the one with the fake ticket, people know him in the town, they go to him. The ticket was 10 CD, then he sells the fake like 2 CD or 3 CD. So in the end, the show was packed, but it was my guy who was at the whatever. So I came to him, and then I was like, how is the show packed, and then you are telling me the tickets are still here? So why
was it a partnership?
It was a partnership. You understand? So you see the mind.
Ricky, have you seen another angle too?
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie.
So after the show, we took out the tickets, and then we realized the majority inside were fake. But boy, no, he didn't, he wasn't that smart enough to see. Then we traced the guy who was selling the tickets. Fortunately we got him, and he told us it was given to him by the promoter. So then right now we asked him, so why did you do that? He was like, sometimes when you guys come, we don't make nothing, so we also have to find ways and means to see. So he was hoping the fake ticket would get sold, so he put that in his pocket, and when the original ticket to get sold, I will do 50-50 with him. So
you were supposed to do 50-50 with him, and now the original tickets were not sold, so how were you going to get your 50?
You understand? So we lost. Even the hotel we booked and all that, we had to pay from our own pocket. So sometimes when you are being called again to go,
you'll be extra careful.
Yeah.
I know. We've talked about some historical facts about Iwan, the fact that he has also experienced this. Now, Iwan, I remember when we met on Samiflex TV, we talked about the failure of some artists to join you on your album or your EP, which is the Return EP. And interestingly, I had my man from UK, that is Sonni Balli.
Right.
And Sonni Balli gave me a response to you. He actually said it was because he wasn't ready for you, and you couldn't wait. I don't know if you've listened to his response so far though.
Yeah, I heard it.
You heard it.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Samiflex.
Oh wow.
And Zylofon FM as well.
Thank you. So what were you saying when he was saying what he was saying then? Because
he was trying to kind of clear up things and make himself,
look good.
But Sammy, there is no excuse. Some artists of some caliber you don't have to give me that excuse, because we were speaking, we were talking, here and there. You tell me, oh, you've moved, you're in Milton Keynes, you will come back. Later you came to tell me your sound card spoiled. Right. So if he's now saying that he just couldn't meet my timeline or my deadline, whatever, I don't know what he means, because we've spoken on several times. You've given me reasons, and then we say sound card. I say, oh, yeah, fix you, but me ko say ya 2 days time. You didn't do it, and I have record of that. It's on my WhatsApp phone. So I think he just said something to make people feel like, oh, it's rather me that is,
the problem.
Yeah, but
so now that you know his clear intention, are you going to be cautious next in inviting other artists to be on your project?
Yeah, of course, because I don't. If I am to face these things again, it will break me emotionally. Yes, because I don't think being refused a feature from a friend, because I see them as friends and colleagues. You understand? Aside the music, there are instances that we meet, and then we are so cool. You understand? So if I should get something like that from an artist again in this Ghana, I feel it will be very bad. So to feature somebody, I'd rather look at an artist on an act that would help me break through internationally, straight, rather than locally, for you to. Yeah, I wouldn't.
So on the EP, you have one song with a Jamaican artist. How difficult was getting him?
It wasn't difficult at all. It's actually it's two artists.
You have two artists.
Two artists.
Okay, so get me one of the songs. I want to listen to that.
And these artists are artists that we just got a link on the internet. They see my works, I see their works. And then when I was about to do the album, I approached them, and they were even very happy. You understand? They were very happy, excited to be on the same project with me. If you go on their timelines, I tell you, they promote the return even more than me. Yes, these Jamaicans, because they believe in the artists they've worked with.
So ironically, it was very difficult getting your local artists here, aka your friends.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't difficult getting the Jamaican artist who was not even your friend.
Not at all. Actually, we did 4 songs. I had to choose.
Is something wrong with us? Or maybe you were also a problem.
I don't have a problem, because my problem.
Because Sonni Balli tried to paint you rather the problem. Unfortunately, Stonebwoy hasn't spoken about it. I know maybe he's also busy minding his business. They also wanted you to, or Sonni Balli wanted you to come across like you did not have patience, like you were in a rush kind of.
No man. If I contact someone a month or even more than a month to a project, and my album launch is on the 12th. So if on the 10th of September I'm asking you, oh bro, do my thing, and you tell me, say I'm impatient, what do you want me to say? Because on 12th is my album launch, and then you're supposed to be on an album, and even Sammy, the way I spoke to these guys is like, oh big man, I'll make you bless my album for me. Now if I say I want you to bless my album for me, it should even make you feel some way that, oh, if Iwan said bless my album for me, that means something to me. Sonni Balli, we know you know the industry inside.
What do you mean by you know the industry inside?
Oh yeah, he's an industry mate, but me and you we know for so many years how Sonni Balli was years ago. It's not that now.
He's likely to say same about you.
Why would he say same about me?
Maybe if Shatawale had called him, if Stonebwoy had called him, if Sarkodie had called him, he would have worked with them with more eagerness than the response he's giving to Iwan.
Why?
Because of what you are saying. I'm saying that he might also be saying the same thing to you.
I am in the nation. I am in the country here. Right? Dropping. How many albums does Sonni Balli have?
I cannot be so sure.
But Sonni Balli was in the picture before Iwan. Iwan have 9 albums. So who is working? Who is more vibrant? Who is traveling here and there? Who is working? So if I am here and I want to join forces with you, fine. If he is seeing me in his caliber, like we are not trending, fine. I am doing a project. Join me. Right. Let's trend together. Let's come out together. You feel say big man. So you two big man, they watch inside, they watch who they trend, and you go there. You go there, because with that mentality, how would that mentality be I want because me I dream pan am fire you na Mrs. Sonni Balli.
Let's grow together. Yeah. Let's come back together.
You understand?
Okay, so this is another thing I have observed as much as the return project of Iwan is concerned. He struggled to get his local people, but internationally, it was cool. This one with the Jamaican artist, Day and Night, yeah?
Yeah.
And that was the name of the artist?
He's called Trivalence.
Trivalence. Okay, let's listen to it. We'll come back to continue with the conversation. I still have the rest of my panel members here. Ricky Tennyson, the late, and Nee Soul, and also...
I won't say, when we started with hip life.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a Zongo boy, Muslim boy, because we were doing hip life, tree songs, some of us even went for 3 books those times.
You don't mean it.
Yeah. So my speaking of tree didn't come easy. You know, we had to these proverbs and things. Sometimes we go for the books and use, you know, the proverbs and use it for raps and all that. Yeah. So
I see. So at what point did the patois take over?
Okay, that was when I planned to come out mainstream around 2004. You know, so I decided, okay, let me do something that can tally with my passion and my mission, because my mission was just to use my talent to change things around. You know, change things around. So reggae music was the perfect genre to choose, because that's where I can sing about topics that can change the things I want to change. Yeah, so when I decided to do reggae music, then I had to hop from the tree to English, because I have to go mainstream. I wanted a language that can cut across to even the world. So hence the patois and then the English language.
Have you been told by anybody that this song has some Samini vibe on it? There was a Samini feel somewhere on it.
If you say Samini feel, what do you mean by Samini feel?
No, listening to that, I felt like, is Samini also going to sing something on it?
Maybe remix the
Oh, why would you want to do a refix with Samini?
Oh, if you talk to him and he wants to, yeah.
How is Iwan and Samini's relationship? How is it like now? Because before I talk to him, I should know whether you guys are cool.
No artists get problem. Maybe then.
But you and Samini used to have a problem.
Yeah, but them they get problem with me. Me and them don't get problem. You understand? Them they get problem with me. So as it stays, that's what I would say. I don't have a problem.
So if I talk to him and he will do.
Of course.
But you won't talk to him.
Tomorrow we go step studio, no, fast.
But you won't talk to him.
I won't talk to him.
No, but this is funny, Iwan. Yeah. If I talk to him, you do it with him, but you won't talk to him.
No, if you talk to him and he agrees, then we go talk. But after you talk to him, then now me and him go talk. So that one there.
Samini, I gotta talk to you. Samini, I talk to you. I want your voice on this one, because listening, I was feeling a Samini vibe. Like at the point he come like, boy. Wow, this is the return project, Iwan. Now, Iwan, were you called during the sound clash discussion? Because I know when it comes to the dance hall thing, you are also a big name. Were you called?
No, I wasn't called. They sidelined me.
Oh, yeah. Why do you want to call it a sideline?
Because if you are doing a competition that should define the finest dancehall artist or the finest reggae dancehall artist in Ghana, and then you take some artists out, and then you build artists that you know and you are how should I put it? You are okay with, and then you sideline other artists. I don't think it's fair, because you don't need to, pick and then go and do a competition and then you choose. What about those? Are they saying that I've stopped doing dancehall or I've stopped doing reggae? So why wasn't I called? You understand? Or was the competition for only artists who were trending? So we have to know if it's for only artists who are trending in the media at that particular time. We have to know. But if you are going to choose
dancehall
king, reggae dancehall king from a particular geographical area.
As in Ghana.
Consider all those people in there that I've also played my part and paid my dues, so you cannot sideline. That's why I say they sidelined some of us to do what they want to do.
I see. And did you feel hurt then?
No.
You were not. I see. No. How many tracks do you have on the project? That is the Return project?
27.
Wow. It's been long someone did something like this. 27. And we've been able to do 4 already. Okay, let's see if you can do 5. What is your favorite? Away from what we've played 4 already. Away from what we've played, what is your favorite? I want us to listen to that before my panel member.
My favorite. That's Aquentio.
Oh, Aquento is your favorite.
You can play.
I hear Shatawale loves Ginyami too.
Oh, okay. It's not bad.
Oh,
it's not bad.
Iwan, what is okay?
Oh, but why you want me to talk? You didn't like the song.
Yeah, I hear he says his favorite is the Ginyami song too.
Yeah. And I respect that. You know, I respect an artist recognizing a fellow artist, appreciating a fellow artist's work. Yeah, I respect that.
Okay, so away from the 4, which one would you recommend that we play in addition?
Okay, I'll recommend me and Don Sigley.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the northern region.
The northern region, yes. Yeah. Falling in Love.
One of the budding artists there as well.
Yeah.
I know Don Sigley. I know the name very well. And it is called a Falling in Love, yeah? All right, DJ Sticker, let's listen to that before I invite my panel members to also talk about the Iwan story so far. And Iwan, let me tell you still have following.
Yeah,
you still have following. I think I've met you on Sammy Flex TV, and I've met you here, and I see increased numbers anytime you are on. So
they bore, my followers bore.
Why them bore?
Because I bore.
Them bore over what?
Those times that I know they bore, they also know bore. So because I don't vex, it go against me, Sammy. It has gone against me in several ways. Because there are certain things that are going on in the media, some rumors here and there. Some people say this, and it's affecting me. But because I wasn't coming out to say this, that, this be how we do, this be how we do, them the fans too don't know what's going on. So as time goes on, they keep believing certain rumors, and then there are spirits that is backing me, keep coming down and all that. Yes, so because now I came out, I featured some artists, they didn't do it. I came out to say, this. Okay, now Iwan is up front.
So now they also revived.
Yes, they are revived. Anything that goes wrong, he doesn't hesitate to come and tell us.
But I hope you're also using it positively for the Return. Beyond even the EP or the project, I hope you're using it positively, that you are going to even translate that into shows, cash, and all that.
Yeah, because as we are talking now, we are planning on the tour. So Cape Coast and Koforidua.
Hey, are you going to Koforidua again?
Yeah.
Have you forgotten?
Even if it's one person that comes out, I will go. Because
you still remember what happened there, I'm sure.
Yeah, but Sammy Flex, that story, you guys, you didn't play fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't play fair. Because
what did we do wrong?
Yeah, because I started a tour in Accra. Sammy Flex didn't talk about it on Zylofon. I went to even Kumasi. I had a very successful story in Kumasi. Sammy Flex didn't talk about it. I went to Aflao. Sammy Flex didn't talk. I went to Cove Town, where the fans come out small. No, the next day Sammy Flex they talk about him. So I was like, let
me tell you what happened when you went to Aflao. In fact, before your tour, you did not even give me notice about it.
Yes.
When you went to Aflao, I didn't get any information. You see, as journalists,
how come Cove Town?
They brought the information to me.
You know, the person that took the picture, he was standing somewhere in the middle. And a lot of people was.
So they brought the information to me and said, this information is worth talking about. Let's go into it.
Sammy didn't play fair. Some of us, we hustle
No, this time when you are going, just inform me. So I'll find a way to go along. Okay. Even if not me, I'll find a reporter or something to be following you.
Yeah, but
so I get all the reports.
For sure, we are going to Cove Town.
In fact, someone even sent me a message that, will I want to come to Koforidua again, looking at what happened. So I'm so...
Sammy, you see Cove Town, I get plenty fans. Plenty. But the promoter, this
failed you.
It boils down to the conversation.
Earlier, yeah.
I'll mention his name, Kinino, DJ Kinino. He didn't do anything wrong, but he was just inexperienced with a dancehall artist events. He's more experienced with hip life artists and all that. So there are certain things we do to revive our shows that he didn't do. You understand?
So now I believe the next tour you are going to supply this information to them in advance. So they get things right.
And when I go to school, me self I go cut the picture then send you. You go see the crowd.
No, I'm so happy. You still have numbers, so use it positively. Use it for your career. I'm so happy you still have. Sure. They are not gone. Some they go and they come back and no one is following them again.
That are following the other artists, these A-list artists are my fans. Unless
you mean Shatawala and Stonebwoy's fans are your fans?
They are 20 years old coming down, but 20 years
and beyond,
because they were the same people following reggae dancer in 2010. And 2010, who was on top?
Iwan was there.
So my fans are their fans. The foundation of their fans is Iwan music. That's why sometimes when they go, like, they want to talk about Iwan in certain directions, some of their own fans come out to say, hey, don't say this, because they were following me before you guys.
Wow. This is very deep. Anyways, let's listen to this one, Falling in Love. After that, my panel members will come in. We have some few minutes to wrap up though. Someone who is saying that Sammy, I'll push for the Samini thing to work through. I don't know if I can mention his name. It's too early days though. But I know he is an integral member of the High Grade family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he says I should send the song to him.
Yeah, I know the person. I have video evidence. I know the person.
How can you have video evidence on something on my phone? Hey, now I want a week. I want week.
Make I mention the name.
No, don't mention. You which name?
They start with H.
H. H. Which
maybe,
name?
Maybe you what you know I'm as name they start with A.
No. Now you have video evidence. Now I'll challenge you again. I'll challenge you. Ricky on the mic. Let me give you 3 minutes. We have some less than 10 minutes to close. So let me give you 3 minutes out of that.
Okay. First and foremost, let me just congratulate him for what he's been doing. He's consistently been putting out records, albums, irrespective of the buzz that doesn't come with it. He said he's released 9 albums, from what he rightly said, and I want to know his reason for consistently releasing albums. We don't know. Maybe sometimes people think that if the album is a hit or if the album is popular, you may be getting money from it or you may be getting something. That's what maybe people, for him to consistently do albums 9 times, 9 albums, and even one of it, which is this one, which has 23 songs.
27
songs. Maybe something the way we don't know. So I want him to explain to us the reason for that. Yeah, we don't hear the albums as as we hear the others, as popular. Maybe a Stonebwoy release album, he does a lot of D&D around it. But for him, for me, maybe I may be wrong, but from where I come from, I don't hear a lot about the album. You get it? But he's been able to do it 9 times. If he can explain, so that we can all learn and encourage people to record more albums too.
Okay, great question there. Let me come to Niso contribution. I want to answer the question though.
Me the Iwan there, not be today. So,
I know.
Family matter.
I know.
Funny enough, a few weeks ago, my mom was actually asking of Iwan. Hey, Iwan here, Jay. I said, so maybe today.
Yeah, Jemmy pa.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, sunshine time. Charlie.
It's a boo house thing.
Pastor, also mom with this sound common. How the both of them they leave boo house? You say there's some matter.
I chum.
And personally, I actually this Iwan we are seeing now is me. I see that in a long time. There was a time in Boo's house. Then he brought a video of the Rastafarians and all that, like talking about Bobo Shanti and all that and things. And I personally had seen such videos already and all that. And prior to that, he was speaking stuff like his language changed. He was beginning to speak such stuff and all that. So when he brought the video, I don't know if you can remember, I was telling him that China team right now they enter, you know, like jokingly like that and all that. So and you can't be a follower of such vibe and not be told or not recognize that you need to be connected to your roots.
Right.
You understand? So for him to sound like this, say stuff like this, personally I'm not surprised. You understand? And I am happy for him that in spite of everything he's still doing what he does. The only thing is that I wish like Charlie, these things make you just forget people. You understand? Because people will always be people, Charlie, my guy. You understand? People will always be people in the gospel industry. Same. But
I'm sure it is good you talk about it and you ignore than to keep it and.
No, what I'm saying.
Be harboring wickedness in your heart.
Of course. What I'm saying is that me, I'll prefer say like instead of coming here and then and everything and all that, when it won't do anything, all it will do is that it will look. Right now as we speak, we can't have a normal conversation with Iwan without actually like talking about some fight somewhere, some disagreements.
No, it is part of the conversation.
No, I'm saying
it is part of the conversation.
I'm coming. The reason I'm saying so is that you see, what happens is that he has 27 songs. Do you know that if we were speaking about this great project, like would have played more than 5 songs?
You see, there is something. Wait. There is something called selling power. Do you think if you had played the whole album to him, I'm sure by now you might be dozing off?
No.
Okay.
You know why?
We know. You don't know.
Okay. You know why?
We know.
You know why? When you're talking about the songs, every song had a certain story. You don't know. There's some crazy story about some maybe track 17, but we don't catch there. You understand? And that's
okay. That story we did not come here to do album review too.
Okay, no problem. Whichever ways, all I'm trying to say is that most of these kinds of things, they tend to take away from so many beautiful things that are happening around an artist. And anytime, you know, it's not everyone that is like you. It's not every journalist that is like you. Most people, they will call Iwan not because they're interested in his album more. They just want more fights.
But it's part of his brand.
Make I finish.
Someone is talking success with that today.
Exactly. If something happened to you as the media, they for follow up on the conversation. They want to know.
Don't worry.
Okay, we're wrapping up. Let me give the last 2 minutes to this man.
We hit the fight and you hit the good side. Somebody there, you know, they care about your good side. All they do is say fight, and anytime I want to
do. So what be good fight? What be good fight?
Okay, Adam, take over.
I think talking about the fight, Iwan even admitted in a submission that maybe because he's kept quiet, it killed the spirit.
He said the fans have ball.
So now if he can, he go come out. So
what can I cry?
What I want to say is, Iwan is a solid talent. He's released albums in the past. For me, I understand his situation, where he's coming from, because I've seen it before, you know, and the kind of things which run through the minds. But what I will tell him, Iwan and his team, is that whatever project they release, they need to do a peer review.
Okay.
Why it didn't catch fire, what they did wrong, what they did right. Then before releasing the next thing, they cross those T's and make sure that the situation which was created in the past doesn't recur. Okay. So he has a wonderful album. Maybe the 8th album we didn't hear too much of it.
Okay.
He should ensure that the 9th album doesn't go like the 8th one. He should look at the things he did which didn't help, or the things he didn't do which didn't help, and put those measures in place now. Okay. So that he's been on top, like he said before. So it means he can reactivate those plugs. Okay. Those people who were able to help push that agenda. He has them all. they are still around. So he shouldn't sit down at his place. He should, reconnect those plugs. At the end of the day, when he reconnects and the thing catches fire, it is for his benefit. So he should not sit on the album.
Right.
He should do everything to make sure it gets to the top that he wants to.
That is a great point there. Our time is up. Let me go on to Iwan. And Iwan, talk to the fans and talk to them about the album or the project, The Return, before we run away, where they can get it. And how was your show? The one you played at Potions?
Yeah, Potions. Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice, huh?
It was a progress.
Good.
Looking at the weather, but people were still
good. Yeah, that Friday weather was funny.
Yeah. Well, I would love to thank you and then Zylofon and everybody in the place, for blessing me this morning, and all the listeners, I want everybody to go on Audio Mark, iTunes, Spotify, basically all the platforms. You get The Return and just stream. Okay. And I want to answer
Ricky.
We started releasing albums on our birthday. My first album was on my birthday.
Okay.
So I just made it a point that every year on my birthday I release an album. So this is 10 years and I have 9 albums. I only missed 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I also believed in albums and singles because I feel if somebody wants to buy you, wants to understand you, he needs to buy a collection of your songs and then listen to them than only one song. So putting out albums is more beneficial to me than singles.
I see. So does it mean that next year you put out another album?
Yeah.
Okay.